Hi there, I'm Ginny of the YouTube channel Finickety Reader. This Valentine's Day, like most, I was not in a relationship. I usually forget it's coming until a couple of days afterwards and then go, well, that happened. This year, I felt like I should read an appropriate book to mark the occasion. So I read Singled Out, How Singles Are Stereotyped, Stigmatized and Ignored and Still Live Happily Ever After by DePaulo. I know what you're thinking. The stereotype of a single person lamenting their lack of partner on Valentine's. I didn't eat ice cream, and I only spent the day in bed because I have a chest infection. 3 cheers for penicillin! So, the obvious question, what did the book say? Well, it confronts all those stereotypes you hear about slobby bachelors, jealous old hags, and all those single people who are just desperate to find their soulmate, with, facts and statistics. Bella shows you how people who write about marriage for the general public, and whose matrimania leave them believing that marriage is the best thing ever in the world, even better than sleepy puppies almost falling over, have a long history of lying to you with statistics, and just plain lying to you about statistics. Matrimania, by the way, is the passion for the institution of marriage to the exclusion of the reality of it. Marriage makes people happy? No. If people stay married, they mostly started out happier, not by much, and didn't get any better. The people studied who eventually divorced were a little bit happier before their wedding, but by the actual event they'd started a steady decline that wouldn't end until just before their divorce. Marriage didn't do them much good. Marriage makes you healthier? Very temporarily, and only if you're a dude. Divorce also caused a slight dip in health, but again, only for men. Women were generally comfortingly unaffected. Yay for us. Single parents are dooming their children. Hell no. Many single parents are in this situation, either through twists of happenstance, or because that's the best option open to them. And if they're not, is that such a problem? Children of single parents face slightly higher chances of drug abuse, but is that because of their single parents? Could it be that single-parent households generally have a small income? Could it be because almost everyone who's lost a co-parent to drug abuse falls into this category? You know what really matters, though? Conflict, arguments, and strife. Arguments between parents, and arguments between parents and children. Arguments that can make divorce the better option. You can probably tell by now that I like this book. I'd recommend it to anyone, but especially married people who felt sorry for someone who's single, or tried to set up a friend who didn't ask you to. The whole diversathon thing, that damn word again, and the admittedly admirable attempts I've seen on BookTube to challenge other people's unexamined assumptions are all well and good, but at some point you've got to turn that critical view on your own beliefs. I've never been married, but I do have the distinct memory of watching on TV a couple who had already had 3 children and were planning their wedding. I remember watching them and thinking, why didn't you get married before you had the kids? But in a world where pregnancies can happen accidentally, and a wedding with all your family there, even a cheap one, can cost a couple of months' wages, wasn't I just being a dick? Yes. Yes, I was. I also listened to Swing Time by Zadie Smith. It felt a bit meh, possibly because by the time we'd meandered back to the aftermath we'd seen a bit of at the beginning, I'd forgotten said beginning. And the main character? Sounded and acted like a teenager till the end, and yet it was supposed to be older than me. Sigh. I hope you found this video interesting, and you're seeing whatever you need to see. Talk to you later.